Call of Duty Next is in just a few days where we'll see Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer for the first time. But what else will we see? When does it start? Where can you watch it? Today we're going to be going over all of this and so much more to let you know everything you need to know about Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer reveal at COD Next. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What are you hoping to see first and foremost out of the event? Anything you're hoping makes an appearance at the event? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, you'll find it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay updated with all things Modern Warfare 3 ahead of the multiplayer reveal and beyond into launch. I'd love to have you in the community. And finally, check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage for right now a super limited flash sale of 20% off with code Espresso of the best blue light glasses on the market, the best discount they've offered it in months, but more on that a little later. For now, let's talk about COD Next and everything you need to know about Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer reveal. So first and foremost, when is COD Next? That's going to be happening this week, Thursday, October 5th, where it will start the event itself at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and on screen is a conversion chart for timing depending on where you're at in the world that hopefully can cover most of, if not all of the bases, or at least make converting to your individual time zone a bit easier if there's a time zone you're not familiar with initially mentioned, giving a better frame of reference. But anyways, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. We'll probably see some stuff then go into general breakdowns and welcome discussion for the broadcast, and then we'll see everything broken down individually into what we can see for multiplayer, what they're going to show for Warzone and zombies, and all things like that. So next up, where can you watch COD Next? Officially speaking, the event will be broadcast on the Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels. So whatever one you prefer for live streaming, either Twitch or YouTube, you can find it there, and they'll be having an official broadcast here at this. But if you don't want to watch the full production and you instead want to see raw looks at the games where people are going over like menu footage and everything, actual perspectives from players themselves, well, there'll be about 200 content creators where you can go and watch your favorite perspective of the event from their individual social channels. Now, shameless plug, I will be at COD Next and I'll be streaming here, and I believe while we don't do it often, we'll be streaming here on YouTube rather than on Twitch or Kick or any other platform, keeping it all in-house with this one. Started to do this last year with the big events like COD Next and the campaign early access, where I streamed on the YouTube channel to have everything centralized. So if you're interested in tagging along with me here and experiencing Modern Warfare 3 and whatever will be playable here at COD Next, I'd love to have you. Keep an eye on the channel though for that if you're at all interested. But if live streams aren't entirely your thing, no sweat, we'll still have tons of content immediately to follow the multiplayer reveal and then into the beta to follow. So that said, now that we know when and where to watch, well, what can you expect to see out of COD Next? Listed officially in the description of Call of Duty videos on YouTube recently, it listed that COD Next would have Modern Warfare 3's reveal, zombies infecting the Modern Warfare 3 universe, the future of Warzone, the Warzone mobile experience, and live gameplay from your favorite streamers, plus more to come. So we can dissect this a little bit more as to what you can expect to see, where firstly, that Modern Warfare 3 reveal is going to be all of the multiplayer content. Weapons, maps, movement, create a class, all that kind of stuff goes for everything. This, again, being that it's coming from perspectives from creators, you're not going to see stuff that, like in the past with other reveals, they'd sometimes tell us, hey, don't show menus. This is going to be everything on the table. Everything in the build for what is going to presumably be the beta build will be visible here, and you can check out, probably ask any streamer you want to watch. If they can show you something in particular in that menu, you'll see everything. Now, like I just said, it's probably going to be relatively that beta build, so we're not going to see everything that will be in the full launch of the game, but everything that you'll be able to play, you'll be able to see there. And again, in a raw format like that, where you can take a look at things like settings, menus, and all that. Additionally, we'll also see things like last year where it introduced things like the FGX Cinder weapon vault for the first time, and you had some cosmetics, not a whole ton, but some cosmetics throughout that build within COD Next, and then the multiplayer beta. Same thing is going to be happening here. While it hasn't been specified any more details about that weapon vault, or rather those weapon vaults, because the Vault Edition this year comes along with 2 weapon vaults, not 1, you'll be able to see that kind of stuff as well. You'll be able to see the new mechanics, the new revisions to mechanics, and the overall pacing of play, the mantling speeds, the slide canceling, the reload canceling, the new perk system, increased tac sprint, all that kind of stuff you'll be able to play with the day following. You'll see it there at the multiplayer reveal. Additionally, it's detailed that we're going to see zombies. Now, this I think is more so going to likely be a reveal in some sort of pre-recorded zombies gameplay, if anything is shown gameplay-wise at all. To me, it kind of follows that same pattern with what we saw with with last year in DMZ, where they mentioned it, but they're not going to actually bring out a whole ton to go over the top. They're going to leave some stuff in the tank to advertise here after the beta and leading up to the game's launch. As far as I'm aware, there is no hands-on with zombies at COD Next, so in that sense, if they do show any gameplay again, it might be something that's pre-recorded as kind of like a trailer or something like that. Then we also know we'll have the future of Warzone, where this, I think, is intentionally ambiguous in my opinion. It could mean two things, or maybe both. Firstly, the fundamental gameplay changes to things like movement, ADS speeds, and all that kind of stuff, further walking back the changes that Infinity Ward made with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone as we saw it for most of this past year, essentially being the Battle Royale format of a tactical shooter that they intended DMZ to be, or it could be something that showcases a new map that isn't Al Mazrah. That long time rumored to be Los Alamos, but more recently looking to be Urzikstan, repurposed from the Los Alamos map to fit that larger narrative of Modern Warfare 3. But based off of last year, when we talked about this time last year, we didn't know that we'd be getting hands-on gameplay for Warzone, but instead, now based on last year, I'd kind of imagine it's the same thing and we do indeed get gameplay. So instead of being one or the other, I think that future of Warzone being shown off is both. Potentially both that new map, but as well the gameplay changes that we'll see fundamentally shifted come integration with Modern Warfare 3 and Season 1 with that Warzone connectivity. On top of all of that, we do know that Warzone Mobile is going to be shown off here at this. Warzone Mobile still isn't released globally. Some regions have it, but it's not officially released around the world. At this point, I'm expecting one of two things. Either an immediate shadow drop of either more or potentially all of the regions for the rest of the world with Warzone Mobile, or an announced delay to 2024 at some point. I mean, this is something that's been going on now for over a year at this point, where we are expecting, okay, it's going to potentially release here with this next event. But that, it's still up in the air. And they also stated then more to come. And that could honestly mean anything really. But beyond the show, more to come is certainly a way to put it, as the beta starts the following day. So the multiplayer reveal here is just the start. Yeah, we're going to end up seeing things in regards to the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3. We're going to end up seeing those weapons on offer, those maps from the remastered 2009 version on offer, however many there may be. We're going to end up seeing how the gameplay pacing and everything feels like that. But at the same time, while you'll see a lot of it, probably 99% of it at COD Next and that multiplayer reveal, the real hands-on to discover whatever exactly you want to end up experiencing starts the very next day, with PlayStation's exclusive weekend of the beta starting that Friday the 6th. So the rest of the week here is absolutely going to have a lot on deck, and we are so close to a hands-on experience with Modern Warfare 3. As always with this kind of stuff, feel free to leave your input on anything here, but the best way that I think you can accurately gauge if you like something or don't like it is to get hands-on time with it. Of course, both weekends of the beta will have exclusive free-to-play windows here for PlayStation and then Xbox and PC the weekend following, where you don't have to pre-order. You don't have to try and get a code from somebody. Instead, all you got to do is jump in and play for yourself. So at that point, I'd highly recommend it. But that's everything that we need to know about the multiplayer reveal, how you can watch it, when to watch it, and everything you expect to see coming along with it. So that's where we're going to wrap it up. Now, before we do, make sure you check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage for a very limited time, 20% off your entire order of what I truly believe are the best blue light glasses on the market. I've used their frames for 2 years now at this point and have been incredibly happy with every single pair. Again, as I've said, a lot of the ones they've sent me initially, like in those first weeks of partnering, they still do wonders. So they're absolutely a product that stands the test of time. They just recently released their new Diablo frames, which for those of you guys that love aviator style frames, just like me, love those, these are absolutely for you. Now, I can't do nearly enough justice for the studies, the in-depth details they provide. All that information is linked down below, but what I can tell you again is that in those 2 years of using their products, they are the absolute best on the market. If you guys want to learn more, I highly encourage even just that. But if you guys want to grab something for yourself, now is truly the best time to do so. Code Espresso is bumped up to 20% off your entire order for a very limited time, I think just for the next few days. So if you guys are interested, check it out while the deal is on the table. But that said, that is what we're going to call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you looking forward to the multiplayer reveal here for Modern Warfare 3? Anything you're hoping to see revealed or as a surprise addition to the show and the broadcast coming along later this week? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, you have found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 3 ahead of the multiplayer reveal here on the channel and the beta to follow with tons of content sprinkled in there. I'd love to have in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Modest Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.